Hi there, BookTube. I thought I'd do a very quick and easy and fast tag, and that is, as you can tell from the title, the Reading Habits book tag. As always in tags, all the information of it, about it, the creator, all of that in the info bar. So if you want to do it, check there. First question, do you have a certain place at home for reading? And the answer for that is the reason why I'm sitting where I'm sitting right now instead of in front of my bookshelves, which are over there, and that is because I read in this chair. Question 2, bookmark or random piece of paper? I prefer bookmarks, but I also have sticky tabs that I use a lot. I just prefer my bookmarks to be one of the type of bookmarks that stay exactly the spot I put them in, and I don't have a lot of those. So I use a lot of sticky tabs, but it's not a random piece of paper, so take from that what you want. Question 3, can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain amount of pages? I am one of those people that actually not only has to stop after a chapter is finished, but I also have to stop after an even numbered chapter is finished. So for example, I have to stop after reading chapter 12. I cannot stop after reading chapter 11 or 13. It has to be an even numbered chapter that I finish after, and if I can manage to do that, which I most of the time can, it has to also be an evenly numbered page number I stop reading at. And I will not explain why that is. It just is. I have to do it, otherwise I cannot sleep or get the book out of my head, and it's just not pretty. So let's just move on to the fourth question, which is, do you eat or drink while reading? Answer to that is a clear no, because I am very protective of my books, and I have an older sister that when she was still actively reading used to borrow my books and smear all kinds of foods into them, and that just made me really not like that. So no, if I'm reading, I'm not eating or drinking anything if the book is open. Question 5, multitasking, music or TV while reading? I can read while those things are on, but I prefer not to do that. I prefer it to be quiet, or as quiet as it can be, but I can without problem read while music or TV is on in the background. It is, however, not multitasking, because I will not focus on what is on in the background. I will focus on my reading, so I will have no clue what is going on with the music or the TV while it's on in the background. Question 6, one book at a time or several at once? I always read several at once, and normally I have 2 fictionalized books in some way or format and a non-fiction book, as well as some kind of classic going on, because usually 4 books of that type are what covers all of the moods I have while reading. So if I'm not in the mood for one fiction book, I will be in the mood for the other, or non-fiction, or I will be in the mood for the classic. So with those 4 books, I usually have all my moods covered. Question 7, reading at home or everywhere? I can read everywhere. I always have a book with me so that I have the ability to read everywhere if I have a moment of time to do it, but I prefer to do all of my reading at home. Question 8, reading out loud or silently in your head? Silently in my head. Question 9, do you read ahead or even skip pages? If it's a really boring book, I'm sometimes skipping a few sentences or pages, try to get myself motivated to finish the book, because I have to always finish the book once I start. Question 10, break the spine or keep it like new? I don't break spines. I like my books to look new and pretty on my shelf, so no breaking spines for me. And if you borrow a book and give it to me back with a broken spine, you better have a new edition of that same book as well. Question 11, and the last real question, do you write in your books? I don't do that. Not because I don't like how it looks when people write in their books, but because I have to reread a book a good amount of times before I feel comfortable enough to want to put my thoughts in the book itself. But at that time, it's one of my favorite books. So I want to be able to reread that book without having it interrupted by my thoughts that I felt like putting into the book. So if I would write in my books, I would have to own more than one copy of the book I wrote in, because I would have to be able to choose if I'm in the mood to read the copy that has my thoughts written into it, or if I would want to read the copy that has just the actual book in it without any interruptions of my reading, because I put my thoughts in. Did that even make any kind of sense to anybody outside my head? Currently, I'm not writing in my books. And the last question question, who do you tag? And the answer for that is you. You're watching this? Wonderful! Now that the tag is over, please answer the 11 questions. If you don't do videos, just answer them down in the comments below so that we can chat about it there, because it's fun and easy and it's a nice little tag that offers a few insights into your reading world. I think that's a bit different and not as oftenly done here on BookTube. You are tagged. I hope you guys enjoyed this little slightly different book tag, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I hope to see you guys in my next video. I wish you all a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. I hope to see you in my next video, and until then, in the comments, bye!